Here's how this works. Water, salt, and pepper, those are freebies. Your pantry, it better have flour, oil, vinegar, mustard, and garlic. Beyond that, you'll only need 5 more ingredients and 25 minutes to put an entree or entire meal on the table. So, shop, set the clock, and let's dish out. We'll get things started with some cavatappi, or pasta of your choice, of course. A couple of taco seasoning packets. About a pound of relatively lean ground beef, 85-15 or 90-10 would be fine. A little bit of milk, and we'll definitely need lots of cheese. I'm rolling with pepper jack, but cheddar would be just fine as well. Let's get rolling. We'll begin by crumbling up our ground beef in a skillet over medium-high heat, and just showing you here that a mashed potato masher is a perfect tool for this. Really does a great job of crumbling up ground beef if you don't have any fancy unitasking equipment for that job. Once your beef is mostly cooked through, go ahead and add in your taco seasoning. If you want to, you can drain off the excess fat here. That's totally up to you. We're just going to toast that in that oil and beef fat for a minute or so before adding in half a box. That'll be about 8 ounces of pasta. Again, I'm using cavatappi. I love the way it holds the sauce at the end. We'll then add 1.5 cups of milk, followed by 1.5 cups of water. And we'll just bring that up to a simmer over medium-high heat, then back the heat down to low, cover it with a lid, or in my case, aluminum foil, because I'm using this giant cast iron skillet, and then just stir it every 10 to 15 minutes till that pasta is al dente and most of that liquid has been absorbed. If you find that it's getting a little bit crusty or dry on the bottom of the pan and skillet are getting a little too dry, always add a splash of water. That is just fine. Give it a taste, season up with extra salt and pepper if needed, and then once that pasta is perfectly cooked, go ahead and add in your cheese. This is 8 ounces of pepper jack that I shredded myself to ensure that it melts nicely into the sauce. Once we've got that all incorporated, we're going to kill the heat, and obviously I'm sure your mind is already going on all the different variations of this that you could make. You could use a steak seasoning and use some cheddar cheese. And am I telling you this is fancy? Am I telling you that this is even remotely all that healthy? No, but it is darn easy and extremely satisfying. I'm going to make it even more healthy by adding a little bit of green onion to the top and some Mexican hot sauce to keep with the taco theme. But of course, that is up to you. I think I've repeated that about 6 times now, so I'm going to stop and enjoy a bite. Man, that is ooey, gooey, cheesy, super rich from that nice ground beef. That hot sauce really does add a lot. Definitely going to recommend that you put a dab of that on there if you're into that sort of thing. Again, a lot of variations possible here. This is just to get your mind marinating on all the different possibilities that you could do to make your own homemade hamburger helper. It is definitely a stick to the ribs kind of meal. I'm going to go finish it off camera as usual, but thanks for watching. Get on out of here and go make something delicious.